And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Now let's go.
They'll run. It's Vereen. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs.
Now let's go. Detroit! Detroit!
Off play action, it's Webb. And that is incomplete.
That's really nice coverage there. I'm not sure he would have gotten to the first down marker anyway. But boy, oh boy, did they blanket him.
Yeah, short throw, but he really didn't have many options. Had to force it in. Well, he didn't have to, but he chose to force it in somewhere. Incomplete.
Yeah, now it brings up 4th down.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser. Headed for the sidelines. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
So under the category of, while it can't be us because we're not that good, but could you imagine if this was you? LeGarrette Blount, his first 1,000-yard season since, what, 2010, his rookie year? And 18 touchdowns in the regular season? And no longer with New England.
He is over 30 now. He turned 30 in December. I don't know if that played a factor, but yeah, such a productive year, and then he's gone.
Well, that just tells you this. Now he's going to be playing with a chip on his shoulder trying to prove something.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, and it's 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And they'll go Wentz to Blount here. And he is going to get the first down, it looks like, as he's up to the 12. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Fresh set of downs here. To throw, it's Wentz. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. Screen pass to Blount. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Here's Donnie Jones now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll run again with Vereen. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go now. Boom, landed.
From the gun on third down. Webb. And Ingram holds it in. Still fighting. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Let's go. Boom, gun.
Here's Webb. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. A swing pass caught. A gain of 32 that time. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still.
And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Shane Vereen with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Eagles. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 48 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. A quick hitter complete. It's Smith. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. Red zone opportunity. They'll run again with Blunt. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. A first scoring update now from Carolina. Early lead in that one for the Packers. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. We remind you that coming up later tonight, this is going to be a good one. The Cowboys and the Raiders going at it in the East Bay.
Oh, that's old school right there.
Old school indeed. Then Monday night, another good late season matchup. The Falcons and the Buccaneers from Tampa to wrap up Week 15. They'll start out with a run by Vereen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Let's go. Green 39.
A play fake. Now Webb. He's got his man on the crossing route. And that one results in 35 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Off play action. Webb. Dancing to his left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They'll try to run it with Vereen. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through.
They stick on the ground. Again, it's Vereen. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Shane Vereen with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
You're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
Forced out to his left. And he's got some space here. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now blowing. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. On first down, Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Aguilar in motion left. On second down, here's Wentz. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
On first and 10, Webb. A screen here to Vereen. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down, Webb. Over the middle, and it's caught. Brandon Marshall. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The rookie from Tennessee, Derek Barnett. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Brad Wing now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And Blunt has it. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. They run. Robinson. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Sorry, Larry. Your hard work appreciated by so many men and women, but not today as we get back to the action in the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is
do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Wentz to throw on second down. And a reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A good pickup there at 22. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Eagles are back within a score. Well, plays like that make the O coordinator look like a genius, but I don't think he saw that play going that well.
No, I don't think so either. But, boy, it all worked out perfectly. They caught them in the right defense. Guys dropping off into coverage, their eyes averted somewhere else. And guess what? He filled the void with his legs.
Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
2nd down following the run. from the gun. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The rookie from Tennessee, Derek Barnett. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Set. Green 39. Green.
Here's Webb. And this is going to be incomplete.
When we start looking for big-time corners, we're going to start with athleticism. But without technique, you're not going to make plays as one we just saw there.
Here's Brad Wing now as he's on to punt for New York. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at about the 28. Oh, shifty. Whoa. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. They start on the ground here with Blunt. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Wentz. Looking here for Smith downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Working from the gun, Wentz. Flushed out right. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Here's Donnie Jones now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Giants will get it now at the 20. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go.
On the run, here's Vereen. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in, touchdown, New York. Shane Vereen, his third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Giants add on to their lead. Rosas now to add the PAT. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. Ooh, the juke. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They go play action here on first down. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Olivier Vernon in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Time running out here on the play clock. Shotgun now for Wentz. Jeffrey with a catch left side. Alshon Jeffrey. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, 88 yards. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Elsewhere, they have gone to the second half in Carolina, and the Panthers have extended their lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On first down, it's Webb. Space to maneuver at the 40. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. Dances by him. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Olivier Vernon in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. To throw is Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Now a first down run here. This is Vereen. Despite the heavy running, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll run here with Vereen. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Hurry up, here we go. Green, 30.
Webb to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. They give him 12 yards and a first down. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Webb. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
All right, here we go.
Out of the gun, it's Webb. He finds Beckham complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So they're operating in the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Puts this one through. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. From the gun, it's Wentz. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off right around the 43, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? He's having to run with a running back or a tight end. In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. As they run the counter play. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll get it in the hands of Beckham. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19. Watch him now, Bart.
Separating from the gun. Webb to Shepard, complete over the middle. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And the kick by Rosas is good. They're on to the 4th quarter now, by the way, at Bank of America Stadium in Carolina. And the Panthers are starting to pull away in that one. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly